in the MGD family in style.
और बताओ, आप वो ज्वाइन कर रहे हो?
जी मैम, 12 o'clock तक।
आप
Miss Benu, good morning. Are you asking something?
नहीं, मैंने सोचा मैं लेट हो गया।
No. We've just begun and YouTube live has just started.
अच्छा, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Cherry. Good afternoon, girls.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon. Pleasure. And we are
Yes,
Dr.
just want to check my audio and video.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it is perfectly fine.
Let me just adjust.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, Miss Dr. Meeta, our chief guest, has also joined, and we will begin in the next 5 minutes.
All right, I'm there. Thank you.
Thank you. The compares for today's ceremony, could you keep your videos turned on and audio muted so that we can see you on the panel and we are ready?
All the best, girls. Bashita, Shiv Ranjani, all the best. I'm sure you'll rock it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Shivranjali, you've checked the audio, you shared audio. Please check. Girls, compares, please unmute and say good afternoon so that we know your audio is clear.
Good
One by
afternoon, teachers.
Afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, teachers.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Shivranjali, the audio has been shared.
Good afternoon, girls. Pranjal, you are allowed to smile. All of you are allowed to smile. Don't worry. Keep a nice smile on your face.
Yes, ma'am, the audio has been shared.
Wonderful, wonderful. So girls, we're good to go. Ma'am, with your permission, may we begin in the next 1 minute?
Jerry, we can begin at 12. And if you have checked the audio of the chief guest also, has it been checked?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Girls, we may begin. Please start.
Am I audible? You may succeed with another blow. Success is failure turned inside out. The silver tint of the clouds of doubt. And you can never tell just how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when you're hardest hit. It's when things seem strong, but you must not quit. A very good morning to all the dignitaries, guests, and delegates. It's our privilege to welcome you all with great joy and immense exultation to the closing ceremony of ninth edition of Inter-House Cultural and Literary Fest, Fuchsia 2021-22. This time, Inter-House Fuchsia was organized under Fuchsia Fundraiser, an initiative by MGD, our utmost for humanity.
We extend a warm welcome to the President, M.G.D Girls School, Rani Vidya Devi ji, members of Board of Governors, members of M.G.D Guild, our chief guest, Major Dr. Meeta Singh, Mrs. Archana S. Mankotia, Principal M.G.D Girls School, Admin Officer, M.G.D Girls School, Colonel S.S. Sangwan, coordinators, teachers, parents, and students of M.G.D Girls School Jaipur.
I am thankful to our President, Rani Vidya Devi ji, and our Principal, Mrs. Archana S. Mankotia, for their constant encouragement and counsel. I also take this opportunity to thank Colonel S.S. Sangwan, our Administrative Officer. We extend a warm welcome to you and are thankful beyond words to have you here with us. A special thanks to all the judges and audience who are watching this program right now. This time, Fuchsia 2021 has been associated with MGD's fundraiser drive Our Utmost for Humanity. I am thrilled to inform the audience that Our Utmost for Humanity is an initiative taken by MGD Girls School to raise funds to promote healthcare, medical facilities, and education for the underprivileged. The school has collaborated with Smile Foundation and Give India Foundation for this noble cause. I would also like to inform you all that if you wish to help us in our drive, you can donate right now. Because giving is not just about making a donation, it is about making a difference.
May I now request Mrs. Archana S. Mankotia, Principal MGD Girls School, to address the gathering.
Namaskar and good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon.
Sorry,
Ma'am, you are audible.
should I continue?
Yes, ma'am, please.
All right, thank you, Jerry. So good afternoon once again to everyone who's watching this program. I take privilege in introducing the chief guest for this closing ceremony of Fuchsia. a cultural and literary inter-house event organized by the student body of Maharani Gayatri Devi Girls School, Major Dr. Meeta Singh. This year, our inter-house event has an added dimension to it in the form of our first ever virtual fundraiser campaign, Our Utmost for Humanity, in collaboration with Smile Foundation. Our chief guest, Major Dr. Meeta Singh, is a doctor, a soldier, a humanitarian who works for equality, empowerment, and dignity of humanity. She has served in the Indian Army in the rank of major, as a general physician, and thereafter, since the last 2 decades, has been working with marginalized and underprivileged sections of society on issues ranging from nutrition to education to life skills to HIV prevention to positive capacity building of boys and girls, adolescents, and youth. Dr. Singh works with the communities as well as at the policy level. She works in rural Rajasthan with panchayats, youths, community leaders to build an environment where families are encouraged to give equal opportunities to girls and boys on issues related to women's empowerment and dignity, health policies, and sensitization of men and boys to understand the dignity of human relationships. In addition, ma'am has been a crusader against child marriage. Dr. Singh is also a cultural ambassador of the city of Jaipur on international platforms and is invited as a guest speaker in national and international conferences. She has delivered her lectures in more than 15 countries. 13th European Congress of Microbiology and Infectious Diseases, Glasgow, International AIDS Vaccine Conference, Lausanne, Switzerland, Montreal, Health and Nutrition, Turkey, Barcelona, Brussels, Prague, Paris, Rome, Japan. Dr. Singh has published widely in national and international publications. She has many awards conferred on her, honored with the Outstanding Woman Award by the National Commission for Women, Government of India, featured as one of the 25 agents of change in a publication by Hindustan Times titled India Awakened Agents of Change, featured as Rajasthan's Woman of Substance in a publication by the newspaper DNA, honored with Swayam Siddha Award for promoting dignity of girl child, conferred with Sashakt Nari Samman by Spandan Sanstha, awarded for excellence in child welfare by ICUNR in March 2020. Dr. Singh, it is indeed our pleasure to welcome you as the chief guest for an event that resonates so much with the same sphere of activity. And it is our legacy, it is a legacy of our founder also that we take forward, our utmost for humanity. Welcome once again, ma'am. And I'm so happy that you have taken out time to join us. I am also sure that my girls would be really motivated and inspired by what I have read about you. And I'm also sure what I have read is just an abridged version of all the work that fantastic work that you have done. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for sparing your valuable time, and welcome once again. A very warm welcome to you.
Thank you very much. I'm simply delighted. And thank you for all those kind words you said about me. It's been a long journey, and I shall share it with the girls and with the audience here.
Yeah, definitely. We'll ask you to share your journey also.
We shall move on, but thank you very much for the warm welcome.
Thank you so much. And before I hand over to the compeers, I would also profusely thank all the judges who have been so supportive and who joined us. I think some of them last moment they were requested to join us. So thank you so much, judges. I'm sure you had a very difficult time judging the enormous talent that you must have seen during these last 3 days. So thank you, and over to the compeers, girls. All the best. take it forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was indeed motivating and extremely informative. We are immensely delighted to have Major Dr. Meeta Singh ma'am as the chief guest for the closing ceremony. Major Dr. Singh is Major Dr. Meeta Singh is a doctor, a soldier, and a humanitarian who works for equality, empowerment, and dignity of humanity, especially for the marginalized and disadvantaged sections of society. She served in the Indian Army in the rank of Major as a general physician. Dr. Singh is also the cultural ambassador of the city of Jaipur on international platforms and is invited as a guest speaker in national and international conferences. She has delivered motivational lectures at various countries. She has been presented with a plethora of awards, honored with the Outstanding Women Award by the National Commission for Women, the Government of India 2012. Ma'am has been featured as one of the 25 agents of change in a publication by Hindustan Times titled India Awakened Agents of Change 2012. She has been featured as Rajasthan's Women of Substance in a publication by the newspaper DNA. Ma'am has already been honored with the Swayam Siddha Award for promoting dignity of the girl child in Rajasthan. She has conferred with the Sashakt Nari Samman. Ma'am has also been awarded for excellence in girl child welfare by ICUNR. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to you, ma'am, and are thankful beyond words to have you here with us. I now present an specially curated dance performance on the first ever original song composed and given voice to our by talented students. The dancers are Rashi Khator, Vashita Biyani, Bhavya Sharda, and Vidushri Daga. The instrumentalists are Riya Mittal and Reed, and the vocals belong to Asmi Jain and Tanishka. The lyrics were written by Rashi Khator and Shubhranjani Sharma, and the music by Tanishka Jain.
Put your hands up, cause it's time for Fuchsia. Make some noise for the thrill that's ahead of ya. We've got red and we've got blue, and a greeny green and an orange too. Get ready for the red, pulling blood, sweat and tears, and lose the tide race, feel of victory. Look steadily, greens making their way, they feel victorious, what can we say? Orange has entered the battle, they bring fire and they're sure not brittle. All four houses long for victory, but only time will show who'll take home the trophy. Full of ecstasy and fire, it's something we all desire. For MGDians, it's the best time of the year, cause we're filled with joy and absolute cheer. Mime and theater, don't go with the flow, cause it's gonna be a splendid show. Dance and music have been on a roll, cause yeah, we put our hearts and we put our souls. Stand up and art and retro dance, showcase your talent, cause it's your chance. Your chance, yeah, it's your chance, your chance.
Very nice.
I'm ecstatic to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the sponsors who have generously contributed to our campaign. Fuchsia 2021 has been sponsored by Gisora and Iris. Gisora, it is a clothing brand created to make styling effortless, elegant, and most importantly, comfortable for contemporary women. Iris, the label, founded by Piyushi Jain, Iris, the label, has emerged as a destination for luxuriously handicrafted, enduring pieces that inspire and uniquely celebrate life. While being a young entrepreneur influenced by Western lifestyle, Piyushi didn't forget her Indian roots. And not to forget that this talented young entrepreneur is also an ex-MGD.
The plethora has always been a way to channel the stagnant house spirit in the students, bringing them together and boosting team spirit. Fuchsia demands just the right kind of inspiration, motivation, and dedication from the students. And this year, it has been twice as challenging for them as they have taken the initiative to help those affected by the pandemic. In these dire times of need, when our helping hands to society are requisite in order to overcome the woes of the pandemic, MGD has stepped up and is ready to aid to the utmost of its abilities. Now to experience the saga of hard work, joy, liveliness, excitement, and the house spirit, the students of MGD would like to present a visual journey of Fuchsia 2021-22.
Put your hands up, cause it's time for Fuchsia. Make some noise for the thrill that's ahead of ya. We've got red and we've got blue, and a green and an orange too. Get ready for the red, pulling blood, sweat and tears, and blue's a tight race, they love victory. Look steadily, green's making their way, they feel victorious, what can we say? Orange has entered the battle, they bring fire and they're sure not brittle. All four houses long for victory, but only time will show who take home the trophy. Full of ecstasy and fire, it's something we all desire.
This has truly left us in awe and filled us with zeal and thrill. Music has power to make us smile and bring us to all types of tears. It can carry us back in time and inspire us to dance in a moment. For all the happiest days, there is music. Now, to celebrate the joy and excitement, we present to you a rendition by incredibly talented artists. We are proud to announce that all the artists who performed phenomenally are either ex-MGDians or are currently studying in our school. The instrumentalists are Nandini Maheshwari, Bani Singh, Riya Mittal, Riya Poddar. The vocalists are Olesia, Kirti Sharma, Gayatri Rathore, Shreya Jain, Aarti Parikh, Aditi Parikh, and Diya Kothari.
Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back. Oh, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back. One day my father, he told me, son, to let it slip away. But now we just as I heard him say, when you get older, your wild heart will live for younger days. Think of me if ever you're afraid. He said one day you leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told me. These are the nights that never die. Children sing again. Let's get the high, 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 high. Children line again. Let's get the bye, 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 bye. आने दो दिल में आ जाने दो के दो मुस्कुराहट को हाय 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 जाने दो दिल से चले जाने दो के दो घबराहट को बाय 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 लव यू जिंदगी love you 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 जिंदगी
That was such a lively performance, and it has certainly filled us in with exuberance.
June 19 is celebrated as National Reading Day to honor the life and works of Mr. P.N. Panikar, a teacher from Kerala. India celebrates the 25th edition of the National Reading Day today, June 19. The day is celebrated in honor of the father of India's library movement, Puthuvayal Narayan Panikar. The country honors the man who not only initiated libraries in his home state but was in fact responsible for the cultural movement to advocate reading in the state of Kerala. To mark this prestigious occasion, the MGD family has launched its first ever ebook. May I now invite the chief guest, Major Dr. Meeta Singh, to do the honors.
Ranjini, please play. Please go on.
I'm delighted to launch the ebook Imprints on Heart on the occasion of Fuchsia 2021. Heartfelt congratulations to the school, to everybody who has contributed to it, and to have brought out a publication. You know, these are landmarks. They will always be there. The first ebook launched by the MGD Girls School, another first in your cap, a feather in your cap. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Go placidly amid the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even to the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter. For always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy.
Thank you. Till the end, we own the prize. It belongs to those who tries with faith undying. Own the prize that may win who, with hope through thick and thin. Now let's begin with the most awaited moment, result declaration. I now invite Riddhima Magan to kindly announce the results of Inter-House Cultural and Literary Fest, Fuchsia 2021.
Greetings to all. It gives me immense pleasure to announce the result of the 9th edition of Fuchsia 2021. This year, Fuchsia comprised of 15 events. Our first event was the Fusion Frolic, a fusion dance competition where the dancers performed gracefully and enthusiastically. The fourth position is backed by the Blue House. The third position goes to the Red House. The second position is backed by the Green House, and by a mere difference of 0.17 marks, the first position goes to the Orange House. The House of Lords parliamentary debate took place with heated arguments. The fourth position goes to the Red House. The third position goes to the Orange House. The second position goes to the Blue House, and the first position is backed by the Green House. Chronicles of the Prep, a storytelling competition where primary sections showed their creative speaking skills. The fourth position goes to the Red House. Third position goes to the Blue House, and there is a tie in the first position between the Orange and the Green House. One for fun, stand-up comedy, which brought out the hidden humor out of all the participants. The fourth position goes to the Orange House. Third position goes to the Blue House. Second position is backed by the Green House, and the first position goes to Red House. Subhashitani, a Sanskrit shlok chanting competition which was conducted for the juniors. The fourth position goes to the Orange House. Third position goes to the Red House. Second position goes to the Blue House, and the first position goes to the Green House. Kuch Meri Kaho, Kuch Apni Suno. Vaad Vivad, wherein the students gave an exceptionally commendable performance. The fourth position is backed by the Blue House. Third position goes to the Green House. Second position goes to the Orange House, and the first position goes to the Red House. Countenance without utterance, mime competition organized for our very talented MGDs. The fourth position goes to the greenhouse. Third position goes to the red house. Second position goes to the blue house. And the first position goes to the orange house. Write out loud, slam poetry, a spontaneous poetry event. The fourth position goes to the blue house. Third position goes to the orange house. Second position goes to the green house. And the first position is backed by the red house. Lights, camera, improv. Improvisational theatre where instant drama took place, making the environment very joyful. The fourth position goes to the red house. Third position goes to the blue house. Second position goes to the green house. And the first position goes to the orange house. Press art. This was a typography event wherein the students had to create a virtual book cover. The fourth position goes to the red house. Third position goes to the green house. Second position goes to the orange house. And the first position is backed by the blue house. Orphic Splash, a watercolor painting competition conducted for our artists from the junior section. The fourth position goes to the green house. Third position goes to the red house. Second position goes to the orange house. And the first position is backed by the blue house. Mind Marathon, a quiz where the children showed their general knowledge and intellectual abilities. There is a tie between the blue and the red house for the third position. The second position goes to the green house and the first position goes to the orange house. Fiesta Musical, a French duet where the students showed their melodious expertise in the foreign language. The fourth position goes to the red house. Third position goes to the orange house. Second position to the green house and the first position to the blue house. Keeping it real, the movie making competition. The fourth position goes to the blue house. Third position goes to the orange house. Second position goes to the red house. And the first position goes to the green house. Retroveen, a retro dance competition organized for the primary section where the participants exhibited their excellent dance skills. The fourth position goes to the green house. Third position goes to the orange house. Second position goes to the blue house. And the first position is backed by the red house. Let's have a huge round of applause for all the winners. I also take this opportunity to congratulate all the participants who have put in their efforts and diligence to make Fuchsia 2021 a colossal success.
May I now request our chief guest to announce the best house of the 9th edition of Fuchsia 2021-22.
So, which house is it? Which is the winner? Wow, Florence Nightingale and Sarojini Naidu House are declared the winners of Fuchsia 2021. Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
And now I think it's my turn to share my thoughts and my appreciation and my enthusiasm with all of you. As you know, I've been a soldier. I'm a doctor. I am a qualified general physician and a microbiologist. And I have, for the last 21 years, I've been working on trying to establish the dignity of the girl child in the country, in Rajasthan, of course, and on international platforms. I am truly delighted to be here, and I'm so full of pride at the wonderful rainbow of talent that has been expressed here today. From the little snippets that were shared this morning to the details of the prizes that have been given, the events that were held, and it's amazing, from parliamentary debates to poetry to art to movie making to the list goes on. And I think this is a matter of great pride and responsibility. I want to share this with you that your school, Maharani Gayatri Devi Girls School, is one of the top schools of the country. Your networks range across the world. I've heard of your senior Jija say that, oh, I landed in New York and somebody gave me the name of one of the MGD girls, old girls, and I called up this Jija and she came to pick me up and I had a great time with her. This bond of sisterhood is priceless. And this is the gift that you get from this school. You are privileged of the privileged to be a part of this august institution. And thereby, you also have a huge responsibility. Because you are so privileged and because you are, so much is being invested into you in terms of your all-round development, which is the Fuchsia 2021. It's just one of those events. But every day, with your teachers, with your colleagues, with your classmates, with the administrator, who's an ex-army man, along with the principal ma'am, who's also got who's got links with the army. She's an army wife, besides being a brilliant principal. And the wonderful teachers that you have, so full of enthusiasm, so full of dedication and hard work. And I also wish to place on record my deep appreciation for the entire staff, because the online classes that have been happening are a lot more hard work than a one-to-one that happens in the classroom. Because the connect has to be established, there is extra work that has to be put in to make it that much more interesting, to make it that much more riveting for an audience which is sitting in their homes and they're not in direct contact with the teacher. So please appreciate that. And remember that it is at the feet of our teachers that we learn, that we imbibe the core values that make us what we are. This pandemic has raged across the world and has brought the entire world on its knees. As a doctor, I can tell you the sense of helplessness, the sense of frustration that we felt when we were not able to do sufficient for so many people who died for want of various healthcare facilities. It was overwhelming. It's not that the system failed. It's like if you have a party at home, a dinner, where you've invited 100 people, and okay, 200 turn up, somehow you will manage. But if 1,000 people turn up, what do? This is what happened to us. We were caught napping by the second wave of the pandemic. We never imagined it would be so ghastly. But it has also taught us lessons. It has also brought out the humanity, because ultimately it is humanity that survives. All of us we have a shelf life. We are here for a short period of time. And that is why our core values are so important. The pandemic raged in Spain, in Italy, in various countries of Europe. And it's in Italy that the second most richest man succumbed to the COVID illness. And you know what his daughter said? His daughter said that we have stacks of money which sat at home, but it could not save my father. So we have to understand that it is not the material things that provide us the real pleasure. A new dress becomes jaded in no time. A new car looks great in the showroom. You want it, you get it. But after 6 months, who cares? It's got dents. If it's driving on Jaipur road, somebody's come and banged on it from the side. You have a beautiful piece of jewelry. You can see it only when you're looking at yourself in the mirror. The rest of the time, it's for the others to see. These joys are very short-lived. But what will live on is this wonderful initiative, like making a difference, where you are contributing to the Smile Foundation and actually walking the talk of this whole spirit of our utmost for humanity. When I was a little girl in school, Mother Teresa had come to us. And she was a very simple woman, small, frail, wore that blue and white sari. But when she spoke, the world listened. And I remember very clearly what she had told us. As young schoolgirls, I was in my teens at that time, probably class 9 or 10. And she said, give till it hurts. So giving is not just about giving money. That's the easiest bit. The important thing is to give of yourself, your time, your energy, your core values, which I keep talking about. But now let us just enlist these core values. We talk about them because these are what make you what you are. These are what make you the MGDian who the world is proud of, who the school is always proud of. Who I have a lot of friends and relatives who passed out of MGD, and they carry that pride with them. They carry the dignity with them. They carry the substance with them. They are women of substance. You don't have to be making headlines or be a great corporate chief to be a woman of substance. You girls are growing up to be women that the country will be proud of. But for that, you have to have certain qualities which you have to imbibe, which you have to nurture within yourselves. And nobody else can take this journey. You have to do it yourself. And these are qualities of hard work. There are no substitutes for hard work, I can tell you. I'm sorry, I'll just switch this off. Just a second. My apologies for this. I'm back. We were talking about the core values that we have to imbibe within us and nurture within us. The most important is hard work. There is no substitute for hard work. You will hear a lot of people say, oh, well, you know, it just happened, and they'll shrug their shoulders. But the reality is that it's 90% hard work and 10% luck. So if you have that 90%, then you're almost there. The luck element is there, no doubt. It happens in every situation, but there is no substitute for hard work. Another thing that you have to develop within yourself is generosity. You know, when you give, the joy that you get is more than any material possession that you are helping the Smile Foundation. I have worked with the Smile Foundation, and I can vouch for the authenticity of the kind of work that they do. Girls from very marginalized families, girls who had no opportunities for education. It was outside their psychological limits, and they have passed grade 12 with very good marks. They are doing professional programs, and Smile Foundation has been steadily behind them. So helping Smile Foundation is a wonderful step in the right direction, and I congratulate you for the choice that you have made in supporting this institute. Respect for others, whether it's the lady who takes care of the cleaning of the house, whether it's the guard outside your gate in the building, whether it's a beggar on the street, whether it's the washerman who irons the clothes outside. A smile, a gentle word of polite greeting, just asking how his family is, how the children are, a small gesture of concern goes a long way in brightening up a dull and dreary day. You know, these jobs are full of drudgery. And these are the people who make our lives so much more comfortable. We have always to respect them, whoever it is. It could be a little boy on the road. It could be a sex worker. It could be a lady who's lost everything in the pandemic, poor, can never repay you in any way, lost in sorrow. These are the people who we need to accord respect and dignity and compassion. And those are the qualities of leadership. You don't have to be a political leader or a minister or an MLA or an MP. Each one of us can be a leader and a source of inspiration for those around us. There's one more thing that I want to tell you, and that is responsibility. We have to take responsibility for what happens to us, for what we do. The blame game is not a good game. It doesn't last very long and it doesn't take you anywhere. So rather than blame the system or the surroundings or the people, take responsibility for your actions. And you will realize that it will give you immense inner strength when you start taking responsibility. And be fair. Get over the negative feelings of envy and jealousy. You know, when we are growing up, it's a natural thing. Oh, her hair is so beautiful. Oh, she has such lovely clothes. Oh, there's a lot that you have, which you have to discover for yourself. The beauty within is what is most important. And what needs to be nurtured, needs to be enriched. And that is how you will realize that you will grow into strong, confident young women, proud citizens of the country, productive, and citizens that are an asset to the nation. You are the future of this country. And I can tell you this, that looking through what all you have done and achieved through the Fuchsia 2021, I'm really happy to say that the future of our country is in good hands. Because we are not going to be here for very long, but it is you who have to take this country forward and make it reach greater heights. We've survived terrible tragedies in the past. We are going through a very difficult time now. People have been thrown into poverty. Even people from reasonably affluent homes are facing crisis. This is a time of compassion, of your humanity coming to the fore. In your own small ways, you can do a lot. Just look around and see, and try and make someone happier by giving them a smile, by giving them your compassion, by giving them your generosity of affection, of help with food or with education or with medical aids, which is what our utmost for humanity is aimed at. So my blessings for all of you, and don't ever be afraid of making mistakes. It's only those who do something, they are the ones who make the mistakes, and the mistakes are not failures, they are stepping stones to success. It's a cliche term, but I can tell you that mistakes and failures are actually the things that make you really strong. I was listening to a lecture by Jeffrey Archer. He writes 14 copies. He makes 14 drafts of every novel that he writes. And the first novel that he wrote, for several years, nothing was accepted for publication. He was told that it was not good enough. It was only once his first publication came out that, shall we tell the president, not a penny less, not a penny more. Those were the books that led him to fame. P.G. Wodehouse is another example, another case in point, where he says that what I write seems like effortless literature to you, but you do not know how many times I correct and recorrect my manuscripts, and only then do I give them in for publication. So nothing comes easy, but nothing is impossible. Make the impossible happen, girls, and all the best. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. This was immensely motivating. May I now request our chief guest to address the gathering to declare the 9th edition of Fuchsia 2021 closed.
I declare the closure of Fuchsia 2021. This closing ceremony is a landmark and it promises for better things to come. God bless you.
Thank
I
you, ma'am.
declare Fuchsia 2021 closed.
Thank you, ma'am. Your presence has certainly brought an aura of motivation, intelligence, and inspiration. Thank you so much.
I'm delighted to announce the Fuchsia 9th edition logo has been designed by Diya Patel. Now I request Harshita Bhandari to propose the vote of thanks.
On this note, we conclude a remarkable, memorable, and knowledgeable event. On behalf of Maharani Gayatri Devi Girls School, I am delighted to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed chief guest and judges for sparing time out of their busy schedule and showering us with their pearls of wisdom and knowledge. We are truly humbled by your presence. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our chairperson, Rani Vidya Devi ji, Madam Principal, Ms. Archana S. Mankotia, our administrative officer, Colonel S. Sangwan, all coordinators, teachers, Fuchsia committee, and students for supporting and guiding us throughout. Furthermore, I would like to thank the audience for joining in and showing their support throughout the festival. Last but never the least, we thank our school for giving us this absolutely illuminating platform, Fuchsia 2021, to express our talent. Thank you.
I would like to remind everyone that the link for donation to our fundraising campaign is mentioned in the description box below the video stream on YouTube. I now request everyone to kindly turn their video cameras on and smile for a group photograph. Thank you. I now request everyone to please come to attention for our school song.
Oh, come, let's sing of M.G.D. Shout till the rafters ring. Stand and shout and show once again. Let every M.G.D. and sing. Then sing of all the happy hours. Sing of the carefree days. Sing of all who may be absent, yet linger in our hearts always. Of the trees, of the lawns, of the pool in His glorious loveliness, of our staff, of our head, of our highness who started the school for us, of the games, of the charms, of the council that upholds the rights for us, of the red, of the blue, of the green and the orange always. Oh, come, let's sing of M.G.D. Shout till the rafters ring. Stand and shout and show once again. Let every M.G.D. and sing. Then sing of all the happy hours. Sing of the carefree days. Sing of all who may be absent, yet linger in our hearts always.
It is rightly said that the teamwork makes the dream work. With this keeping in mind, the student body of batch 2021-22 has effectively worked together to make the ninth edition of Fuchsia an immense success. Now, we would like to present a video exhibiting the brains behind this 4-day event, Fuchsia.
We hope everyone is staying indoors and keeping healthy. Have a good day ahead.
Thank you everybody. Thank you, well done girls. Excellent show, very well done, very well conducted, all of you. And thanks to the teachers also who supported the girls.
Excellent.
Thank
very,
you.
Very well done, and congratulations and blessings for all.
And nice meeting you, Dr. Meeta Singh. Sorry, we are meeting virtually, but it's good